Hardcore hip hop commentary back in the building once again. And as always, I'm dealing with these controversial topics. As you see on the screen, I'm going to be talking about Alicia Keys and how she took her son to get his nails done. And he wanted them done in rainbow colors. And she gets mad and rants about it. Now, before I click on this video, I just want to say that if you've been following my work, you already know I've been exposing this homosexual agenda that they are pushing on the masses and that they are now pushing on the black male. They basically are trying to effeminize black men. And now they're taking it a step further by using the children to get sympathy. Okay. I don't know if y'all have seen the last video I did, but the last video I did was about Pharrell and how he's on the cover of the GQ magazine promoting outfits that are feminine, and he's claiming that this is the new masculinity. Okay? Now, I know some of y'all out there are saying, I signed up to your channel because I thought I was going to get hardcore hip hop commentary. And Alicia Keys is not a hip hop artist. But she plays a very important part in hip hop. She's done collaborations with some of your most favorite hip hop artists. Also, her husband is Swiss Beats, who is a well-known beat maker who makes hip hop beats. So technically, she is part of hip hop. Just to let y'all know. But what I'll be doing is I'm going to play this video and then I will be periodically pausing it to give commentary in order to rebuttal some of the things that Alicia Keys will be saying during this video. And now with that being said, let's get into the video.
The other day I went to the nail salon with Genesis. He's in the chair. He's like, I want rainbow. So he tells the lady that he wants rainbow colors on his nails.
Okay. First and foremost, she took him to the nail salon, right? Now she's saying, because we got to break down everything piece by piece. We got to unpackage this. While he was in the chair, so we can automatically assume that he was in a chair to have his nails done as well. Matter of fact, from what she's saying, we don't even know if Alicia Keys was there to get her nails done because she doesn't state that. But we know for sure that the little boy was there to get his nails done. Okay? All right, let's continue.
And she brings all of these colors and she paints each nail a different color. And after he painted his nails, he looked at me and said, Mommy, I don't want this on my nails. And I was like, why? You were so sure you're good. And he was like, people are not going to like it.
Okay, pause. After he decided to get his nails painted rainbow colored, he pondered and thought about it and decided he didn't really like it. He didn't really want it. When she asked him why, he tells her that people aren't going to like it. Okay. This is where I'm going to get my disclaimer and say that these are my opinions and my opinions only. I have no facts to back this. But I believe that she is lying, that all of this was staged in order to further promote the agenda of the homosexual community. Okay? But let's just play devil's advocate and say that this is real and that's really how it went down. Okay, the boy grew a conscience. He seen that what he did in his little 4-year-old mind. We got to premise that again. This is supposed to be a 4-year-old doing all of this grown person thinking. In his 4-year-old mind, he concluded that something wasn't right about the rainbow colored nail, so he felt that people wouldn't like it. Um, when grown people make decisions and then correct their decisions, we call that growing a conscience. We say, "Oh, we became consciously aware of the aftermath of our actions, so we decided to change our mind," which, as an adult, some people see as a good thing. But when your child does it, you're seeing it as a negative thing. And now you're taking it upon yourself to force on him your personal beliefs about nail coloring. Because as a young boy, he came to a conscious decision that it didn't feel right. And he wanted to change it. And now, as a parent, you are trying to override what he thought and what he came up with. His conscious decision to retract what he did because he felt that something was wrong with it, because he felt that other people would not like it. We do that all the time as adults. It's called using our common sense and thinking things out and consciously coming to the decision that it wasn't for him. But you are trying to push it on him now as a parent because you feel like there's something wrong with the decision he made due to the reasoning that he gave you for not wanting his nails painted anymore. Okay, let's continue.
Can you believe this? 4 years old. He's 4, and he already understands the concept that someone's going to judge him because he chose rainbow color on his nails.
Pause. Now, what y'all are witnessing is her trying to steer. She's trying to control the narrative. She's trying to make you believe that this 4-year-old boy has already connected rainbow colored nails to the homosexual community. And that he is thinking that he will be judged because they will what? Think that he's part of the homosexual community at 4 years old? Is this what you want us to believe? You want us to believe that your son can conceptually connect the rainbow colored flag and the homosexual movement to rainbow colored nails? So you're saying he's been influencing around more people in that realm of life than he has been in the educational system? Because in the educational system, the rainbow still represents the rainbow in the sky and has nothing to do with a gay agenda or anything. So how would this 4-year-old even come up with these concepts and ideas? You see? You see, that's why we have to sit down and we have to critically analyze what these people say. Because once you sit down and you critically analyze what these people say, you will start to see that this story is a story that's made up by an adult. And this is not a children's story. This is not the thinking of a child. Because I'm pretty sure a 4-year-old child would be comparing, or he would compare the rainbow or connect the rainbow to the rainbow in the sky, and not to a group of people, the Rainbow Coalition, who have hijacked the rainbow and use it as their symbol and using it to promote their movement. How would a 4-year-old put these two things together? And this is my opinion again. I don't believe he did. I believe that she's saying all this because these were her actions that she did on her child in order to further push and promote the homosexual agenda and to further effeminize black men using children or a child to play on the emotions of grown adults in their thinking of homosexuality and what rainbow colors mean in this society. Let's keep going.
I told them, why? Nobody's going to judge it. They're going to love it. It's so cool. Like, look how creative you are. Look how amazing. You had this idea. Stick with it. You chose it. You liked it. You do it. Who cares what anybody else says? And so I said, plus, a lot of guys paint their nails. This is not like some strange thing.
Okay, pause. Pause again. I had to pause quick on that one because she's insinuating that a lot of guys paint their nails, right? But in actuality, if she really told her kid that she's prepping him, she's actually socially prepping him to be part of the homosexual agenda. That's what she's doing. Because in reality, that's a lot. I mean, all I can do is live through my life experiences, and I haven't ran around a whole bunch of men who paint their nails. Now, I'm a critical thinker, so I see the angle that you're coming from. You see, what you're really talking about is men who go get manicures and then they get a clear coat of polish on their nails. And you're using that as for your argument as men paint their nails. A lot of men do it. Yeah, a lot of men do it, you say. Yeah, a lot of men do it and they paint their nails the clear coat color, which is totally different from painting your nails colors. And it's totally different from painting your nails the rainbow colors, So don't try to steer the narrative by saying that a lot of men paint their nails, because I don't know a lot of men who paint their nails. I know a lot of people who go get manicures and put clear coats of nail polish on their nails, but I don't know a lot of people who paint their nails colorful. I don't know any males in my immediate surroundings or that I have ran into and had dealings with that paint their nails colors, let alone the rainbow colors. So stop it. Stop playing.
That you only do. He was like, really? It's like, yeah, so many.
Pause again. You got to hit the pause button with the quickness again. She keeps stressing so many. I have to dig into my brain to go and find a date and time where I've seen men paint their nails. And I can. I can recollect back to when I was in high school and the white boys in high school would paint their nails black because they were part of this gothic music or they were part of the heavy metal scene. You know what I'm saying? Rock and roll. And they would paint their nails one solid color, black, not rainbow colors, not red, not green, not solid purple, not solid blue, but solid black, representing their musical culture. Because them gothics and them rock and them heavy metalists, they do that. Other than that, the only other men I can actually say in my lifetime I have seen had their nails painted were Snoop Dogg and Young Thug. But what do both of them have in common? Young Thug is known for wearing female clothes. He's part of the effeminization of men. He's known for wearing pocketbooks. He's known for calling his homeboys hubbies, like they did his husbands. He was known for calling guns penises. You see what I'm saying? So these things aren't normal. It's not coming from a normal guy. And Snoop Dogg, he also wears purses, and he's been caught wearing skirts. And I know y'all want to say, nah, it's not Snoop Dogg. He don't wear skirts. He wear kilts. Well, to a person that doesn't know what a kilt is, when they look at him, like little children and adolescents, when they look at him, they see him wearing a skirt. And I touched upon those people in a video that I made on this channel that's entitled "How Gay Is Hip Hop?" Just to show you that these two people that I've seen with their nails colored are part of the effeminization of the black man. Now let's keep going.
Feel better, but it just got me to thinking how completely judged we are all the time. The way I see it.
Pause. Yes, we are judged all the time. And judgment isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes judgment is a good thing because there should be boundaries to things. So people should judge. See, you're using it for this narrative, and you're using it to persuade people to indulge themselves in things that they usually wouldn't indulge in. And you don't want them to be judged for that. But that's what we do. I mean, people get judged for normal things. I can hop in my car and ride 2 miles up to a gas station in my PJs, in my pajamas and slippers to go pump gas just to go back home. And when I hop out, it'll be some people that'll see me in my PJs and my slippers and judge me and be like, look at this guy. He ran out in his PJs and slippers. He out in public like that. What's wrong with this guy? That's something that happens. People actually do that. And people will judge, see, because people are judgmental. That's the way the word works. We judge things. This is what we do. Okay? But because some things are normal, are considered normal, and some things are considered outside the realm of normal. Give you another example. Your son will be judged the same way he was judged. You think he'll be judged on his nails. Your son will be judged if he's in the classroom and the teacher's calls on him to go to the front of the class to do a problem on the board. And when she does, your son has his finger all the way up his nose trying to touch his brain, picking out boogers, taking them, looking at them, rubbing them on the tips of his fingers and eating them. Guarantee those kids will judge him. They will judge him as harshly as a kid wearing painted rainbow colored nails. Your kid could fart in the middle of class while everybody's reading and it's silent. Your kid can fart in the middle of class and people would judge him and be like, ew, you nasty. Or some people would laugh. You know what I'm saying? We get judged for everything. So he can't escape judgment. So you can't put that into your argument because every day that we live, every breath that we take, we're being judged. by somebody. But there's things that are normal and natural, like farting. That's natural, but you'll still get judged for farting in public. Okay, you can't hide from judgment. But then there's stuff that are natural that is just not normal to do. Okay, like a young boy painting his nails rainbow colors is just not normal to do. What are you trying to promote? Okay, because in the same breath, your son can have to go to the bathroom. He raises his hand, tells the teacher he has to go to the bathroom. She says, yeah, sure, you can go to the bathroom. Just, go out the classroom and down the hall. You know where the bathroom is, go. And your son can take it upon himself to say, nah, I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm just going to go in the back of the class in the corner and pee. In the back of the class on the floor. Just pee in the corner on the floor. Peeing is a natural thing. We are naturally people who pee. But it's not normal for people to pee in the back of the classroom in a corner on the floor. You see where I'm going with this? They will judge him harshly for peeing. And he's only being judged for peeing because he peed in a place that normally people don't pee in. So you can't use that argument to try to substantiate you letting him paint his nails rainbow colors and him being judged for it. Because that's going to happen. He was going to get judged for it. Because it's not the normal thing to do. Okay? Okay, let's go.
Is that there is masculine and there's feminine energies inside of us all, and that's period. That's just how it is.
Pause. Now this is where it gets tricky. Because she's trying to trick you into giving material attributes of a woman, and she's masking them as though that's feminine energy. Painting your nails is not feminine energy. Wearing high heels is not feminine energy. Letting your hair grow down long is not feminine energy. Okay? In the wild in nature, men's hair will grow just as long as women's hair will grow. But we give that long hair attribute to a woman because it's just an attribute. It's not an energy. When you're talking about the energy, we're talking about the emotional, the hormonal differences, the biological differences in energy that make up a male from a female. And we can see these traits. We're talking about traits. We're not talking about materialistic items or that can be attributed to women. We're talking about the energies mold the traits of the different genders. You see, the female energy makes the woman more emotional. It makes her more of a nurturer. It makes her more of a conversationalist. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the one who carries the baby. She's the one who births the baby. Then she's the one who nurtures the baby. Via breastfeeding and stuff like that. Men, we're more of the protective type. We're more of the show no emotions type. We were genetically wired like that with masculine energy so that we could play these gender roles, which you and a lot of your other celebrity friends don't want us to play anymore. Because little do y'all know this, but this agenda is being pushed by celebrities. It doesn't matter if they're black. It doesn't matter if they're white. It doesn't matter if they're Asian. It's being pushed by celebrities. I'll give you an example. Sandra Bullock, she's a white actress. She adopted a black child, black boy. And what is she doing? She's allowing that black boy to wear dresses and dress up like a girl, paint his nails, vice versa, do all of that stuff. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are actors and an actress. They allow their adopted black boy to do the same. Um, Look at Magic Johnson's son. He allowed him to be flamboyant in the way he is. Dang man, it's another basketball couple. It's a basketball player and his wife. I forgot her name. She played in Bad Boys 2, I believe. She was Martin's sister. That dude, because I only watch basketball no more like that because that joint gay to me. Now, the older I get, it's a bunch of men on the road together, smacking each other on their butts when they make shots. It's just, I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole different topic. But these celebrities are allowing their children to experiment with sexuality and what they call masculine and feminine energy, but it's not masculine and feminine energy. They are letting them play with attributes given to a woman. The feminine energy part would be if your son was a crybaby. He's a boy. He's a crybaby. He's always emotional. He's always then you would say, oh, he's acting like a woman. He's feeding into the female energy, the feminine energy, and not the dominant masculine energy. You see, you think you slick, but you're not slick to a critical thinker. Because I can separate the two. I can separate materialistic attributes of a woman from actual feminine energy. Because a woman still gonna have her feminine energy, regardless if she's in high heels or if she's in Timberland boots. She can still maintain and withhold her feminine energy. That doesn't change anything. Now she might try to attribute masculine energy to play the role because she has on some man's boots, but that doesn't take away from her feminine energy. Her feminine energy is her feminine energy, and it's going to always be dominant, unless she's confused because thinking that you're in the wrong body, thinking that you were born of the wrong gender is really a mental disorder. I don't know if y'all know that, but it is really a mental disorder. And I'll give you a quick example. If I said that I felt like I was a kangaroo and I wanted everybody to address me as a kangaroo and I wanted to run around and just eat eat my food raw like a kangaroo does, just find little mammals and just bite on them and don't cook them and act like a kangaroo, everybody in the world would say, yo, he has a mental problem. Now, the same thing should apply to a person that believes they were born in the wrong body. You see? Now let's continue.
And it gets concerning to me that we can't just explore these different sides of ourselves, these different energies that are within us. And even for me, myself, I oftentimes express the masculine energy that's inside of me.
Pause. How do you express this masculine energy inside of you? That's the question. What do you mean? What do you do? You talking about materialistically? You mean every now and then you might throw on a construction hard hat and some overalls and some work boots? Because I don't even consider that masculine energy either, because they have females that do construction work. They got females that are straight feminine to the max, that be out there doing construction work because it's a job. So again, you can't attribute feminine energy or masculine energy to the materialistic the materialistic things that society contribute to being a male or a female. We're not talking about attributes of what contributes to a woman or a male being a male. We're talking about I'm talking about what you're talking about. You're trying to say masculine or feminine energy, which is different from these material things that are attributes of being a male or a female. And I get it though. You know, I get it. See, a lot of y'all don't know. Alicia Keys wrote a song that was dedicated to a woman. It's like it was about two women being in a lesbian relationship and not being wanting to take it further and not knowing what to do about these feelings that they got. She got a song that she wrote that's all about it. And this is just my opinion. In my opinion, I believe that Alicia Keys is a lesbian. Oh, let me be politically correct when I say that. I believe that Alicia Keys is bisexual because I don't want nobody flagging my channel talking about, oh, you're misgendering them and you gotta be so politically correct about what you label somebody now because it might be offensive to call a person a lesbian when they're actually a bisexual. So I'm quote unquote bisexual just to be politically correct. But I believe that she is a closet lesbian and that she only got married and had a child or children to promote the image of a heterosexual lifestyle. And I believe that those decisions were not made by her, but were made by the people that she's in a contractual agreement with to make music. You know, because once you sign your life on that dotted line, your life, your image, your name, everything belongs to the industry. It doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to the people that you contractually signed yourself to. And I believe they did that because they wanted you to hit a broader audience. And also, Swiss Beats' brother has been outed as being gay. So they already have gay family members. So gay is already in the household. So it wouldn't be a long stretch for you to allow your son to explore his what you call feminine energy because his uncle is already gay and probably um, displays what you call feminine energy. And another thing is you are a closet lesbian. So by letting your son play around with feminine energy, it probably makes you feel better about yourself and your situation of you being a lesbian because you probably had, you probably were torn between yourself, coming out being a full lesbian or playing a heterosexual role. And because you had to be in the closet, you don't want your son to have to go through what you went through growing up by not accepting what they are. But in this case, I feel like you are trying to create a homosexual child. You are projecting your feelings onto your son. And I really believe this is the case.
And it's very natural to me. That's how I feel. And all the time, if that happens, there's the judgments and there's the stereotypes and there's all the energy that comes toward that. And for my boys, similar. If they want to express the feminine energy that's inside of them, there's all these judgments and all these rules and stereotypes and vibes. And it's really frustrating to me.
Okay, pause. So you're cool with your kids wanting to explore their feminine energies within them. So basically, what I'm getting from that is if see painting the nails, that's a small thing to a giant. That's not really a big deal, but it is a big deal because of the age of the child, and because of the repercussions that can come with it, because of the imagery that you might be putting out there. You might pull in negative energy for that. You might have pedophiles looking at him in the wrong way and thinking that he's on the market and that he's going that way. You have gay grown-ups. I know you've seen the gay parades. They be having the little boys that be twerking and stuff, and these grown men be having hard-ons for the little kids. And that's the basically what I'm trying to say is that is the audience that you are going to be submitting your child to. You see what I'm saying? Do you really want to objectify your child to these type of predator people that are out here that know exactly what the rainbow means, and they know that these modern day parents are so dumbed down that they might just let their children experiment like that with that type of energy you claim. You see? But every time you talk, you just take it to a deeper level because you're saying that if they want to explore, their feminine side, it shouldn't be no judgment. It's everybody should be cool with it. So what you're saying is that if one of your sons decide that he wants to display his feminine energy by sucking on another person's penis, you're cool with that from what you say because he's just exploring his feminine energies and it should be nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to, no, I can't even say, I was going to say anal sex but anal sex is not a feminine energy. Anal sex is it's from the devil. It's that's porno energy. Everybody accepts that because of porno movies. You know what I'm saying? They do it. Women indulge in it. Men indulge in it. They say it feels good, so they go ahead and do stuff. But don't nothing good come out of it. You can't create a life from that type of activities. So it's not in line with nature. It's not in line with creation. But if he decided to do that for whatever reason, that's not feminine energy. That's just gay energy. Just say it. That's gay energy. If he wants to explore that, you're cool with that. You see, that's what you're saying. You have no boundaries anymore as an adult, and these are children. You got more boundaries with them being in a house at a certain time of the night than you do with them going out and exploring their femininity. That's cool. They can go out and explore that, but don't go outside at a certain time. It don't make no sense to me. Where your morals lie. It's crazy. But that's basically what you're saying here. You're saying that if he wants to experiment like that, you cool with it. Let's continue.
I'm actually really, really frustrated about it. And I asked myself, why is that? Like, why can't we just express the different energies that are inside us? This is a very...
The reason we can't express the different energies that are inside of us, because all energy ain't good energy. If I had the energy in me to want to strangle somebody to death, and then I act on that energy inside of me and do it, from your logic, nobody should be mad at that because I'm just expressing the energies that are in me at the time. You see, everything isn't to be expressed. There are limits. Nature has limits on things. You're not supposed to express everything. And that's how I know you're part of this agenda. because that's what you want. That's what these people worship. They worship the Baphomet. They worship the Aleister Crowley slogan, "Do as thy will." You just want to do whatever you want to do with no boundaries. And that's not cool. That's not cool. You're using it for certain things. You want to nitpick on what we can express on and what we can't express on. But if everybody started saying they want to express the energy of going out and killing, because that is a real energy. Soldiers do it all the time in war. They're in the energy of killing. So you're saying if we want to express the energy inside us of killing, there should be nothing wrong with that. We should be able to do it. We're just expressing the energies that are inside of us by your logic, which is crazy. And I know the only reason that y'all promote this type of thinking is because if you don't, the industry is going to turn its back on you, because this is what the industry is all about and always has been all about. It's corrupting. And they're using you and your child to further their agenda to effeminize the black man. Let's continue.
Normal, ancient, powerful, spiritual understanding that we all have masculine and feminine energies, and we should be able to explore and express them however we want to.
You see? That's exactly what I just said. She wants to be able to express them however they want to. However they want to. There's a lot of negative things. There's a lot of positive things that come with masculine energy, and there's a lot of negative things that come with masculine energy. There's a lot of positive things that come with feminine energy, and a lot of negative things that come with feminine energy. And we know this as a society. So that's why we set boundaries. But now we're in a time where the elites of the world are homosexuals, are bisexuals, are lesbians, are transsexuals. You see? And they want the world to reflect what they are. So they use their stars, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Alicia Keys, they use their stars to reflect that light down on the people. But I'm here to tell you, critical thinking people ain't going for it. We see straight through you. We see your Baphomet, Lucifer worshiping agenda for what it is. And it's sad that they're using the children now as the new wave of promoting this homosexual agenda. Let's continue.
What do you think? That was my rant. It's a major rant. I did that.
Yeah, you did that, Alicia. You definitely did that. You just proved to us that you have no respect for the boundaries set and instilled by our creator when he made us male and female. Now, if he didn't want it like that, don't you think he would have just made us all one? Why wouldn't he have just made us all one? Why wouldn't he have made it that males can breastfeed too? If he wanted the world like what you're talking about, don't you think he would have made men have breasts that can harness milk too, so they can play parts of that feminine energy that you quote unquote keep the spook energy thing you keep talking about? Don't you think that's part of it? See, that's what I'm saying. You don't understand what the feminine energy is. Your breast having milk is part of your feminine energy. You wearing high heels has nothing to do with your feminine energy. These are attributes that are given to women by society. You see? So him painting his nails is not him living out his feminine energy, because painting your nails can be neutral. It's just that in our society we've gave those attributes to females. So when he does that, that's not him tapping into his feminine energy, which you want to say it is. You want to project that on that little boy. So when he does stuff like that, he thinks that he's acting like a female. You understand what I'm saying? When 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 them gothic boys and them heavy metal bands paint their nails, in their mind, they're not saying what you're saying. They're not saying that they're tapping into their feminine energy. They're painting the nails. They're like, oh, nail polish has been made. Nobody and actually, God never said men can't do it. It's just an attribute that has been given to women. If you feel what I'm saying. And women do it and men don't. Now you're saying when he's exploring it, you want to put that under the title of feminine energy. So in his subconscious, when he does those type of things, he thinks he's acting like a female. And I'm saying as a grown adult, it should be a better way that you should be able to talk to your child about what is actually happening. You know, I want to you should have been the bigger parent and explain to him that, oh, well, nail painting can be done by anybody. But in our society, it is an attribute that is given to women and not men. Okay? So that he sees that it ain't nothing wrong with painting nails, but it is attributed to females. That doesn't make it feminine energy. See, you're trying to make it feminine energy, and I'm telling you that feminine energy is the power that you have that I don't have of breastfeeding. That's displaying your feminine energy. The feminine energy that men do have, that women have, is the fact that we can get emotional like y'all do. We can become emotional creatures. We can and they call it flamboyant. When men do all of this stuff, they call it flamboyant. So it is not something that is attributed to, I mean, it is not something that deals with energy. It is all attribution that is given to females and not to males. And she just gave me a headache for real. So I'm going to really wrap this up. So with that being said, I'm out, y'all.